what these are. I find these occasionally in the middle of the woods. It looks like they might have been storage for something. Maybe very, very old. Try and make our way down here. Either that or might have been like almost like a stove. They put fire underneath and cook on top. It's hard to say. We're back on Big Mountain. That's what we call it anyway. I've never been on this side. I'm gonna try to make it back to the areas where we were last time. Down the line, there's a really, really special place here. I've seen it. I've only seen a picture of it, but I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for when Sarah can get out here. It'll be a lot more special that way. So for now, that's kind of interesting. Somebody hung wind chimes. Those are man-made wind chimes. Now we've seen ones made of bone out here, like seen ones made of wood. But that's metal. That's weird. It's actually, let's take a peek at what might be going on in here. It's really muddy in here. It's a big rock wall. Forget it. I'm gonna take a pass. There was a couple times I veered off trail on this mountain, and one time it was treacherous, and another time let's just say I broke all my rules that day. Damn, something just flew in my eye. Shit. I don't know if I bug sprayed my upper body. I know I did my legs. Let me see if I have it in my bag. Alright, I don't have it with me. I'm too deep in to turn back. Look at that guy. A little salamander. Just trying not to be seen. Oh, there's another one. They might be in holes. Yeah, look, here's another one right next to me. Wow. Where is it? Oh, there he is. It's right next to my foot. It's amazing that they're like... They're pretty orange, and I still didn't see him at first. I guess I did see him, but you know what I mean. Pretty stealthy, and I have to watch my step. So, yeah, so this place is just wilderness. It's a native wilderness, actually. It's specific to that. It's not. It's off limits. There's no building, nothing. It's been off limits a long time. There's a trail through here, obviously. A few trails, but it's good. It's one of those. Some of the trails are very well maintained, and these are just, I forget what they're called or how it's worded, but they're just left. They're rugged. Whatever happens, happens type thing. Oh, what I was saying a minute ago, sorry. So I knew I was trying to get to something. I broke all my rules one day, and I was kind of going off trail, looking around, and I heard like what sounded like I'm trying to recall it exactly, but it sounded like a kid laughing, or children playing, or whatever, or like. And then it kind of turned into like they were like upset, like crying a little bit. So I started kind of going towards it, like very reluctantly, but going towards it. And I see this like creek. And everything in my being said, don't cross that creek. And everything in me was saying, something ain't right with this either. There's no kids way out here. But for some odd reason, I just kept kind of going. Forest preserve, wild forest. Yeah, it's wild, alright. There's a spider crawling on the sign. Size of my hand. So, anyway, yeah, I crossed the creek. Sorry it's taking so long. That bug in the eye is still bothering me. So I crossed the creek and I started following it. Really, the only thing that stopped me is I got to this area and they had like, it was weird. It looked like it was set up in the middle of nowhere. Like there was like a, you know, like when there's a grand opening, like a card place or something, they have these flags up. So there was like a couple of rows of those flags hanging up in the middle of nowhere, and it kind of, when I looked at it, it's like snapped me out of it, and I got the hell out of there. I backed up as fast as I could. So anyway, it started to get louder, and the laughing started to get louder and more maniacal and closer. So I for some reason the creek had a lot to do with it, because as soon as I crossed the creek, it was like everything stopped. Everything went back to normal as soon as I crossed back over the creek. This is pretty cool, huh? There's a spot in here somewhere with, it just looks like a complete fairyland. It's amazing. I'll probably break this place up into pieces. Look at these rock stacks. I don't imagine people did these because they ain't that advanced. Alright, so we're at a trailhead. Usually that's a yellow, it looks like. So usually, I believe yellow is a trail connector. So this is probably a continuation of the trail that we were just on, and then that yellow is probably a connector trail to another trail. So something to keep in mind. I'm pretty sure that's what yellow is it means it's a trail connector. Let's see. Alright, let me get my wits about me. Give me a sec. Alright, so we're going to take the yellow. We're going to do the connector trail and hope it works out. I'm not sure what it connects to. So, we'll see. So maybe we'll do this. We'll finish up this trail and then maybe I'll make a couple of shorts depending on what happens. I'm trying to be like a like look through an artistic view for the shorts, because I know people enjoy them. So anyway, I've been trying to like make the best of it and find like scenic views and stuff. I know some people get pissed because it's a Bigfoot channel, so it's supposed to have a Bigfoot on every video, right? But it's not the way. It's not the way we do it here. 75% of the time when there's a Bigfoot in the video, I don't even say shit. I don't even put it in the title. You see how it's hard to tell? It's hard to tell where the trail goes, because the trail don't look like a trail sometimes. There's a lot of runoff, water runoff that comes down. If you guys saw the drive it takes to get up to this thing, look at that feather. If you guys saw the drive it takes to get up here, I mean, it is like, my vehicle was like hurting. You ever like, kind of like, when you're going up a huge hill, you kind of like rock back and forth with your car? Like, come on, baby. I got an 8-cylinder too, so it's got an engine in it. Look at all these bending tucks. See that one? It goes and it's tucked under that little one there. And that one's tucked under that one that goes across. I know it's hard to see on camera, but I don't want to waste time like zooming in on stuff like this. There's going to be a lot to see. Right now, I'm letting them soak us in. By us, I mean you guys and myself. So before I go zooming in and poking around and try to let them get a good look at us, get interested, get a little trust behind them. See what I mean? Look at this trail. This is wild, right? I have to wear my boots today. My feet hurt. I remember now, my feet hurt after the last time I did this place. But I was being all gung-ho. Like this pointy one, I was like stepping on top of them, like pushing off. No, not today. I'm just trying to find my footing properly. There's a lot of bending tucks around here, so they must want the energy free flowing through here for some reason. Damn, I wish I put the bug spray on top. It is out here. It's crazy. Just out here. Besides these little pins on the trees once in a while, you don't know where the hell you're going. We're down. Well, there might be a reason why we're down. Look at this. So, we're definitely, I gotta get back up now, but look at all these sticks laid in here. Like it's like a little fort. Right? Look at those two. They're all like stuck in there, like they're, see what I'm saying? Like think if you were only like 6 inches tall. Over there too. Where's Erwin Sanders when you need him? look at that. Look at the way those go. Look at those. It's almost like it's holding the moss. Sorry guys, no disrespect. I just want to have a little peek. Oh, this is fucking cool. Oh. I wonder if they have like a whole like colony under here somewhere, you know what I mean? Or if this is just like the front gates, you know, like the settlements back down here, you know, and this is like the front gates. All right, let's gift these little guys, huh? If there are any. Let's leave them something. What do we got? What do we got for little guys? This should be good. This is actually, don't really get much more proper than this. You guys see? I got nerds, so what I'll do is I'll take some out and just scatter them around. I had that specifically for little people from a while ago. Just never found anything that looked like they'd be there. And then that sure does to me. I don't know, maybe some of you guys got an eye for it, and I'm not seeing them. I know that's completely possible because I have an eye for Sasquatch, as I know other people don't. Yeah, we're not alone. I'm not talking about little people. We'll get to it once we clear this. I want to see how they react, because this is down for a reason. Might not get as far as I originally wanted to. This connected trail is pretty rugged. I see this one came this way. And then that one just snapped and comes down into it. It all goes into that tree. It's all going into this tree here. So when you want to connect with the Sasquatch, this is a perfect place to come be. Look at this, see this rock up here? Like, how did that rock get up there? Did somebody put it there? If so, why would they? So usually what I do is, whether it was a person or not, usually this is what I'll do. Let's see. fresh. You see how fresh this is? We had a heavy rain yesterday, and this is still fresh. You can see the light colored wood. And then this one doesn't even. Oh, look, look. There's more of those little lizards. I'm so worried I'm going to step on them. Look how light that wood is. There is a spider web built in it, so I'd imagine it's a day old, at least. You know, more fresh than like early this morning or something. That one snapped. That one snapped behind it. I'd say they're active in this area, or they were recently. I'm not just basing that off tree breaks, just for the record. The energy changed it got very, very thick. It's not a bad thing. It's just very, very thick. So we're at the top of the mountain. I don't know why there's spray paint on those trees, like yellow spray paint. It's almost like that would just make me want to veer off like and follow. Alright guys, I gotta climb over this. If any of you fellas are gonna come to the Whitehall Festival, hopefully, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully all the stars align. Stop now. Oh, there it goes. Thing's waving like crazy, huh? It was just going really hard a minute ago. Looks like there's some dark eyes up there. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace because it's gonna be, I don't know if I said it, but it's gonna be 91 degrees today. I didn't even look at what the feels like thing said, so it might even feel hotter. So that's, I don't know if I finished my sentence either before, but that's the only way up on this mountain. It does go up a little further, but basically everything down that way or down that way, that's the only way up. So if they wanted to sit up there, every time I try to look up there, it seems like the sun gets in my eye. So it would be a good spot to just watch anybody coming through here. I don't know how many people even come through here. Last time I was here, it was winter. So I thought, look at that shit. So I thought it wasn't busy just because it was winter. There was either a massive rock in here, and it's not anymore. Like this was like, no, that's in there good. Like there might have been a huge rock here, and now it's not. Which is still odd, because where'd it go? Or that's a huge footprint. I can't make out anything besides like a heel and maybe, you know, as far as toes go, maybe a big toe, but that's it. I keep forgetting to bring the plaster out in the brush. I gotta kind of like light pedal through here because it's rugged, and then there's loose rocks and timber rattlers. And all the trails look the same. The trail looks the same as off trail. Really, all it is a human game trail. It's not manicured. That's one of the reasons I love this place, because there's no cut wood and all that shit. If it is, it's like once in a while. Wow, that's intriguing. On top of that big burrow, looks like there's like some, like heart rocks. I just heard something big up here. Came from in here somewhere. Oh shit, see? There's a trail mark, there's a trail mark. So I don't know which. Oh man, I don't know which way is which. Let's just go around this one and then towards the other one. And hopefully that works out. So it's starting to level off as we get up in altitude. The mountain we always go to. This is the one that we well, it's not the one directly across, but let's just say this mountain's way bigger. heat is picking up something fierce. This camera's starting to get sweaty in my hand. That's how bad it is. I don't get hot that. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I don't sweat easily. I get hot easily though. These bugs are horrible. It's really screwing my train of thought. Since I got here, they've been bad. I should have sprayed my head and my shirt and all that. I'm lucky I sprayed my legs before I left the house. Saw my eye. Some mushroom. Yeah, these are frustrating me. Alright. Bear with me a sec, guys. I'm gonna double check. I'm pretty sure my bug spray's in the other bag. When I got here, I was more concerned about people I might encounter or bears I might encounter, so I was checking to make sure I had spray and stuff. But the other spray. Alright, one sec. Double check here. Yeah, I don't have bug spray, so I think so. Let's look at this. I'm slipping on this rock. See him down there. See him down there. Straight in the V of the trees, right above the green. He keeps peeking up over. I'm trying to raise the camera so I can... Oh, maybe the green isn't a bush at all. Looks like it has eyes too. Oh, bitch. Looks like something right up here. Wow. Alright. The more I look, the more I see. I'm trying to put it center screen at least. You guys tell me if you see anything. I don't want to go up there a little further. This bug problem is worse than I expected, so I apologize if I keep repeating myself on this subject, but probably sound like I'm whining. But how often do you hear me complain about bugs? That's how bad they are. Look at this. People say like, oh, the tree fell down. That tree fell down and caught that tree on the way. No, just look how far away these are. This tree didn't fall there and pull this one down. And you can't say a person came through and bent that tree. I'll tell you that much. Ain't happening. Look at this thing. It looks like they made so they barricaded themselves in with a veil. Look, all this high energy. Look, all this is interconnecting, and then bang, they probably sat right here. This might be what we were just looking at from down there. Couldn't even tell you. They might have been sitting right up in here. Sorry, my friends, I'll let you be. If you ever hear when like somebody comes out at me and they come out and they feel like euphoric and they feel amazing and like so refreshed and how much fun they had, it's usually from that, from being like right on the outskirts of those types of things. When we go inside of them, we're not really made for that. So it'll tend to suck us dry of energy. It's where people say they get zapped or whatever the hell. Or, like we have a trail and that's it. They don't really fuck with our trail. If they do, we chop it up, whatever, move on. It's when we start going off trail and poking around that things happen. And it's not them doing it. Can they do it? Do they do it? Maybe. But Bubba talked to me about it and said he doesn't like that. It's like a negative thing. People are using it negatively, but it's not the case. He also taught me in the beginning not to stare at them for too long. So if you ever see like when we're on one, and I think we're on one, I'm filming it or I'm looking at it, and then we just move on. Some weird stuff down here. I don't know what this is. There's a few game trails coming through. I really can't tell, to be honest with you. There's just so much happening. So people ask me too, like if you're friends with the Sasquatch and you're one with nature and they're one with nature, and why don't you ask them to help you when it comes to things like that? Like, it's always a smart-ass remark, but there's truth to it. Why don't I call them? Why don't I say, yo, can you help me? Hey, I'm lost. Can you help me out of here? Hey, I gotta, can you help me with all these bugs? Like, they're killing me. Now, sometimes I do, but I don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. Like, I have to be really, really lost before I ask for help, like, to the point where it's going to be a detrimental thing. Like, I try not to call on them for anything. I try not to bother them. Or Bubba, I should say. The way I figure it is that way when you need it, when you really, really need it. This is beautiful. This must be I wonder where all this water runoff comes from, though. There's got to be. I know there's a lake at the top somewhere, but it's way up there. And I don't even think it's in that direction, but then again, we zigged and zagged a few times, so what the hell do I know at this point? At this point, without these little yellow markers, I wouldn't know where I was. And that's just the truth. I would know in a general direction that I'd have to go backwards, but that's shit. That's about it. All right, there's a big change. Now I wonder if it was related to that creek. Now, as soon as we came across that, I felt a major shift. Major shift. There's gonna be some sticks in the way, but let's try it anyway. You hear that? Something just knocked like 2 feet from me, like whatever, 20 feet from me, like right in there. Dum dum. They could be sitting right there. I would never know it. Hello, my friends. Can you give us a sign that you're there? Can you knock again? Maybe give us a little whoop. Anything? I'm literally here for you guys. That's why I'm here. We're all here. Everybody watching this, we're all here for you. No other part of nature in particular besides you. All right, we'll be here. It gets real sick in there. Real sick. If you guys, we are so deep and up this mountain. There's no way that could have been anything. What else could knock like that? No, I'm not big into the knocking and the yelling and all that shit. But if it's gonna happen, like it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna ignore it. I'll be honest. I'm getting a little concerned about this trail. Alright, never mind. It's a crow, I think. The first one sounded like it could have been a yell, but then I heard like a caw. So that's probably what it was. I'm getting a little concerned that this thing ain't connecting. Should have connected by now. Look at that trail right there, huh? Like, what uses that? That's a hefty game trail. That's gotta be that's gotta be a deer herd that just constantly goes in and out. Same way. Look at this shit. That's a footprint. Look. I see toes anyway. Why would it be out here? Like I mean, not like this trail is a busy trail, but why would it be on the trail? Maybe there's another explanation. It must be. It's too good to be. Sometimes it's a gift, and like they leave it for you like as a gift, but I didn't get that kind of feeling. Something's basing us. I can tell you that much. What? I don't know. I'm not worried about it being Sasquatch. Oh, good, it opened up. Good to see again. That was super sketchy. So the trail goes this way, and wow, look, like mountain. All that mountain. Just look at it. Just look at right here. Like, look at how this tree is snapped, and then at the base, and then that one goes down. That one goes into it. That one over there goes into it. It's not by accident. This whole fucking forest is interconnected. Untouched, unbothered. Just energy-based beings living off the land. It's hard for people to grasp the concept of like how they can just absorb energy and live that way, but like we're so far removed from it, like Like, do people even know that we're not supposed to pay for fucking energy? Like, we're not supposed to pay for our electric. Why do you think there's no pyramids in the States? Or anywhere? There used to be. There used to be pyramids. They gave free energy. That's how they were set up. Tesla knew what was up. And he disappeared. I don't remember how, but he was gone before his time. I know that much. So clearly we're in the same video. I just kind of been letting it run. Just take its natural course. For me, I forget that it's on. I just kind of go through emotions and talk to you guys. Like, whoa. Not sure what's going on down there. Oh, it just looks like a tree from here. No disrespect to the trees. I know every last one of you have spirits. I appreciate you guys letting me pass safely. All of you. Every last tree. It's all got a spirit. Everything does. Sarah and I were just watching something and like they were talking about it a little bit and I just like, oh, it was just a great thing to see them just on TV speaking the truth for once. Not just a bunch of bullshit or what they think people want to hear or what the views are going to bring in. You know what? I heard somebody saying the other day, like, they were like all chiming in on Facebook somewhere, some stupid Facebook group, about how people, now granted, I get it. I get that some channels do this, but anyway, it was like, oh, they make up these YouTube channels and whatever, make up this shit about Bigfoot and cryptids to get views and get people to be interested, so they make up stories and shit. Well, what the fuck are you talking? First of all, don't generalize it. Like, say some people, you know what I mean? I wish this was as easy as saying, yeah, there's a tribe of, look at that paw print. Holy shit, what is out here with me? Look at that thing. That's another print, smaller one, another paw print. Look at the size of that thing. It's a coyote, I'm assuming. Looks like that's his one paw. That's the same paw twice, and then maybe that's his back paw. It's a little smaller, or something to that effect. Maybe his back paw's bigger, smaller than his front paw. Oh shit. We ain't that close. That's fresh. Anyway, alright, so, yeah, I wish it was as easy as just saying there was, like, a tribe of, hairy people out there, and they were flesh and blood all the time. That would be a lot easier to do, wouldn't it? To figure out. But, now, people have been trying to figure that out, just that, forever. The reason they don't figure it out is because that's not the way it is. Nobody making that shit up for fun. Now, granted, I get what they're saying to an extent, because I personally know some people that are just fucking making shit up. But I mean, if you can't tell who's who. Look at this beautiful spot, huh? I think I remember this actually, which might not be good. Because it's nowhere near where I parked at. What the hell is that? If this was anywhere else, I would say maybe that was domestic pup, dog print back there. As you can see. There ain't nobody out here. Alright, I gotta pause this for a minute, guys. I really, really gotta get my bearings. Maybe when I find another trailhead or something, I'll restart. But for now, yeah. Alright, let me pause it and see what happens. If it stays, if it stays, and lets me restart the video, I will. If not, if I have to start a new one, thank you. And have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one. Well, I'll see you in a minute. It'll be only like a split second to you guys, even though it'll be 3 miles later, probably. Alright.